boy. Yeah, sugar in it.
What's going on, everybody? This your boy John. Has some conversations. Weekly NFL recap. We recapping Week 12 today. It's your boy John. We got City in the building. We got my dog Cameron in the building. His first time on the show. And then, of course, we got PG, who's feeling a little under the weather today. Got his mic off. He might jump in with us, but he's also in the comments. So if we have to, we will chime in for him. City, go ahead and say something to the people if you like.
The deal. What's the deal? Let's get it.
Cameron,
All right.
to the people if you like.
What's going on, everybody?
Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and let me drop a round of applause. We got Cam in the building for his first episode. Real quick about Cam. Cameron and I went to Fresno State together. Been a solid cat since I met him. Always showed nothing but love and support. So just a real solid dude. I'm happy to have him on the show. I know he loves sports and a lot to say. So I know we're gonna get some good insight from him. So shout out to Cam. One more time, I'm gonna hit y'all with the air horn. Yes, sir. And we're gonna jump right into it. All right. So first off, we got the Bills beat the Lions 28-25. Allen went 24 for 42, 253 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. He also had 10 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown. We had Singletary had 14 carries for 72 yards. McKenzie had 6 receptions for 96 and a TD. Diggs had 8 receptions for 77 yards and a TD. Poyer, 10 tackles. That's the safety. And defense had 3 sacks. Lions, 25. Jared Goff went 23 for 37, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Williams had 18 carries for 66 yards and a TD. Same team had 9 receptions for 122 yards and a TD. Offense lost 2 fumbles. Defense had 3 sacks and 1 interception. Uh, Actually, before we get started, Book hooked me up with these headphones. We using the podcast makes today. So shout out to my dog Book. Would love to get him on the show as well, talk about the Eagles. But I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always giving me good advice, good feedback. I just want to let you know I'm listening. Appreciate you. So Bills pulled this one off. Lions been playing tough lately. They've been playing some good football, and I almost thought they was gonna put the Bills away. Um, But last couple games for the Bills have been kind of tough, man. We know they playoff contenders, but I'm gonna just say that, and we go clockwise or clockwise for me. So, City, that would be you. We're gonna go Cam. Yeah, we're gonna go like that, and then Pat, if you want to jump in, you got it, bro.
Right, sure. Uh, I mean, Detroit's gonna be a tough outing for anybody.
Hmm.
They're about a year away. They're about a year or two away, maybe even a quarterback away from like really being playoff
Yeah,
contenders.
they right there. Go ahead, Cam.
The Bills do what they do, man. They did what they're supposed to do. Go out there and get a dub. Anytime you go out there and get a dub in the NFL, regardless, the NFL is tough regardless who you play. You know, but they did what they're supposed to do. They show that they'll be in the playoffs and be hard to beat regardless who they play outside of the Chiefs. So yeah,
But, City, I know you on Madden.
nah, go ahead, you good. But yeah, they're gonna be tough though. The Bills, they'll be there. Lions, they're still like a year away, maybe two. But they're gonna be a tough outing for anybody. They got so much weapons. St. Brown is a dog. They got running backs. They just kind of missing that QB play. The defense is looking better. So they're gonna be all right.
I think you rubbing against your microphone on your phone. It's like making a squeaky noise. You good? You good? Go ahead, Cam. What you got to say about this game?
Yeah, the Bills, they definitely are a contender. I know I don't know. I just found out about Von Miller. He might be out for at least 2 weeks, so that's going to impact their defense for sure. I don't know if he can't finish the season these days, so I don't know if he can hold up that contract 6 years, for 100 plus, but he definitely is going to be impact for the playoffs. So hopefully he'll be healthy. There was even talks that he might be out for the whole season. So I don't know, maybe if he made it, like if they actually made it to the Super Bowl, he'll be ready, but we'll see about his injury. I really like Josh Allen. I think that's one of the biggest losses that Fresno State should have got since he's from the Fresno area, but we'll see. Him and Diggs is a monster duel. And I like 13, Gabe Davis, I think. So he a monster too. So they have the team to make it to the Super Bowl. I think it's just more Josh Allen growth. That's the biggest thing, really. And then Von Miller's health. And then with the Lions, I ain't gonna lie, Dave Campbell, what I'm saying, former Cowboy, he really got his Lions going. So they love playing for him. He's a good leader. I don't know about Jared Goff, though, but overall, the Lions offense is explosive. Say Brown is good. They got weapons. I like the number 1 pick from last year from Michigan, the DN 97.
Hutchinson.
Yeah. So they got a team. They just need more. They got to understand a winning culture, as they say. So I think once they get a winning culture, and I think Campbell's going to show them, they probably going to get some more playmakers on defense. But shout out to the Bills. They needed that win, and we'll see where the Bills goes. But it's gonna impact on Von Miller's health, though, for sure. Because without Von Miller, I don't think they're gonna beat the Chiefs.
That's where I was gonna go. It's gonna be tough to stop Mahomes without Von Miller. So we're gonna see what they end up doing. And
Sure.
With the Lions, I want to say, man, they're a tough team, and Cam, City, or Pat, you feel me? I don't know if y'all have ever experienced this, but it might be some teams out there. They might not be good, right? But it's some teams out there that just hit harder than others sometimes. You had those weeks when you playing football and everything is good, but you play this one team and you still might beat them, but it just seemed like everybody out there hitting, and you leave that game a little more sore, a little more bruises, and that's the feel that I get from playing the Lions. Like they gonna come, they gonna smack you, they're gonna play hard, and they're gonna play hard the whole game, and it's that makes a difference because that'll wear on you. So
they averaging over. I think they're the second highest scoring offense in the whole NFL. They're like averaging over 31 points or something like that. Don't know if it went down since this week, but I know they were averaging almost 30. So they got the offense. I think they just need. The only problem is I think their defense is last. They're like in the bottom 20, 25, 27. So they just need a defense. But like I said, they got some things to grow and stuff. But yeah, you definitely don't want to play the Lions sometimes. So thankfully we won that game, but it's hard though. So you got to watch those. The Lions, the Jaguars. Those are the type of teams you got to be careful.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the Detroit, they're like I said, they're a year away. They're on the brink of doing some good things over there. Dan Campbell is a great coach. He got them boys playing. So yeah, I see them making a lot of noise within a year or two.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then we got Dallas and the Giants. We just get right to that one, Cam. Dallas 28 to the Giants 20. Dak Prescott went 21 for 30, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Ezekiel Elliott had 16 carries for 92 yards and a TD. Pollard had 18 carries for 60 yards. CeeDee Lamb had 6 catches for 106 yards. Gallup had 5 for 63. Defense had 3 sacks. Daniel Jones threw 21 for 35, 228 yards and a TD. Barkley had 11 carries for 39 yards and a TD. Slayton had 3 receptions for 63 yards. Richie James, what's that? 5 receptions for 41 in the TD. Defense had 2 interceptions. Go ahead, Cam. I'll let you.
Well, thank you, brother. I think overall, I think what we've seen this year though is Dak has the contract, but I think it's kind of like what Skip Bayless says. The Cowboys are going to go as far as Michael Parsons take them. I think he's really now the face of the franchise. It's like him and Dak in a way, but I think it's Parsons by his leadership of his performance, right? So I think D-Law kind of is coming back out of his little shell that he's kind of disappeared for the last few years. He's healthy, and I think he likes playing with Parsons. So we got the defense. I know our DBs, Trey Diggs is holding it down, but they don't throw it to him. They throw it to Brown. So I ain't gonna lie, Brown is kind of he gets routed a few times. So we're gonna see what happens with his defense. Say it again.
I like that. I think that's an interesting point he made. We see if
Yeah.
we get Cam back about Micah Parsons being the face of the Cowboys. That's real. Uh, yeah, I haven't thought about that, but I mean, he's getting a lot of hype, a lot of praise, and he's playing outstanding. Uh, and it's not too many times where you get that defensive player that is the face of the organization, the face of the
Hmm.
franchise. And I think absolutely you right with that one. Lawrence has woken up, right?
Yeah.
That D line is
Hmm.
nice right now.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
got Dante Fowler too. He's playing well. The thing is, the Giants. I'm afraid of y'all because Daniel Jones doesn't scare me, but you never know with Saquon. You know what I mean, and Galladay. So y'all got playmakers. I think it's just more of the defense alone, and just like I said, I think right now we're a little bit above. I think overall the team is just a better team, but you guys got playmakers and stuff. I think Saquon. I don't know if Daniel Jones is the future, so that's going to be the question. He is growing. He is fast. They called him Vanilla Vic. I think they gave him the compliment. I don't know if he get that nickname yet, but I don't
Yeah.
know if y'all remember Eric Crouch. I think he's like an Eric Crouch type of back in the day. But we'll see what happens. But it was a good game. But we needed that win for sure. So
Oh yeah, for sure. So I agree with what Cam said. Parsons is definitely the face of the franchise. I mean, the things that he's doing right now on defense, likely defensive player of the year. He can do it all. He can rush the passer. He can cover. He's like the complete package, And
mhm.
right now the Cowboys are just looking for real. You know what I'm saying? I really don't say that about the Cowboys, but I don't know. Something this year feels a little different with them,
It do.
and
yeah,
so they look for real. If Dak is not making if he doesn't make the mistakes and
Hmm.
play mistake free football, he has all the weapons. They have all the tools. They have the defense. They got the corners to do it. They're right now they're just looking like the complete package. So I agree 100%. They're just like a little bit ahead of you got the Giants. They're all right, but right now the Eagles and the Cowboys are looking just a little look like they just have the most overall talent
Hmm.
outside of Giants. The question mark for the Giants is going to be Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that they run off with off Daniel Jones. Period. He's they're gonna go as far as they take him. Saquon can't do it by himself, especially with like the injuries that he's had in past years. So, I mean, but yeah, the Dallas Cowboys to me are for real.
Yeah.
absolutely. With the Giants, if you slow down Barkley, you got a good chance to win that game. Like I said, he had 39 yards, so he didn't do too much. And usually the games that we lose, that's what his numbers look like: 39 yards, 50 yards, stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
for sure.
So that's a recipe
John,
for
do you know
winning.
what Saquon averaged each yard? What was his average for the game?
I'll check right now. Give me 1 second.
Oh,
Because he was getting his yards. I think it's just the playmaking wasn't there that it needs to, and then of course your O line, y'all probably still need to continue to work on that. I know you got one O lineman. He's doing okay, so he's still rookie mistakes and all that. So, but he'll
Yes.
get better.
Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah,
he had 3.5 a carry.
Three
Not
point
not
five.
too
That's
bad. His
cool. That's cool. That's cool.
yeah. It's not bad. It's
No,
his
not bad. The thing is, the Cowboys are so
tickets.
you know
right.
like they're so real, and the offense. Once the offense keep going, like
Hmm.
they're showing that they're able to get stops. That's
Yeah.
something that they wasn't able to do. For a long time with their teams is showing that they're able to make a team go 3-and-out or get
Right.
that timely interception, and that's something that I see from the Cowboys now is they're getting those timely defensive stops, or when they
Hmm.
when they need their defense to rise up to an occasion, they are, and that's why
Hmm.
I say that they're a contender because McCarthy and them boys and the defensive coordinator they got over there, they got them all playing together.
Yeah.
You
True.
you you can feel it. You can see it in the team unity over there. You know, they believe, and they really feel like they're real threats right now. So I think they're for real.
Yeah. Our run game is still slacking. We're like last in the league with the run game, the run defense. So that's something I am a little bit nervous. That's why I was nervous about Saquon, because that first 2 or 3 drives, you guys were actually beating us.
Right.
But like he said, that Crow City was like, the key is that once you guys started, when y'all was running the ball, y'all was beating us. But once you try to put it in Daniel Jones' hand, you actually kind of gave us the advantage, because now Michael Parsons doesn't have to worry about the run. He could just rush the quarterback. And I noticed that the games we lose is when Parsons is what's the word? Like when he's kind of obsolete, when he's out there in the linebacker and they got him covering corner receivers and stuff. He's getting pushed back. So now it's not that. So I'd rather him play DN the whole game. But, you know, they're trying to be – Dan Quinn sometimes be trying to be too fancy for my blood. I don't think he need to be playing no corner. Like, come on now. So, but, you know, we'll see what happens, though, man. With that Christmas Eve game is going to be big, though. Cowboys and Eagles. So we're going to see.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. That's going to be –
Michael Parsons had 3 tackles, 2 solos, and 2 sacks.
Yeah.
You know, 2 tackles for loss. So
yeah, I think him and Nick Bosa are in the run for Defensive Player of the Year too. It's going to come down to them too. Oh, and Slay from the Eagles.
Yeah, but I'm in Parsons is right now. To me,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. 49er defense, I'll give it to Gibbs. The 49er defense is holding it down. They got 10 points average for each team, 4-game winning streak. So
right,
I'll give it to him. Nick Bosa is a monster. The Bosa brothers are just, I don't know what they be eating. So
they
I don't know if he's having a better year though. But you know, I don't want to take over.
and then past that Cowboys' only weakness right now is the run game, which is hard to believe.
Right,
because I feel like they got that tandem between Elliott and Pollard. Yeah, Pollard.
No, I think he's talking about the run D.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, on their defense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. That's up. That's a good take. So we're gonna move it along to the Vikings. Vikings beat the Patriots 33-26. Kirk Cousins went 30 for 37, 299 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Cook had 22 carries for 42 yards. Justin Jefferson went off 9 receptions for 139 yards, 1 TD. Thielen had 9 receptions for 61 yards and a TD. Defense had 3 sacks. Patriots, Mac Jones went 28 for 39, 382 yards. Sheesh. 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Stevenson had 7 carries for 36 yards. Parker had 4 receptions for 80. Stevenson 9 for 76. Kirk Cousins had a bounce back game against the Patriots. But I mean, more or less, it is what it is. I think we're gonna see the Vikings in the playoffs. Cam, really quick though, because this is a discussion we've been having throughout the season about Kirk Cousins. Is Kirk Cousins? Is he a Super Bowl quarterback? Can he take the Vikings to the Super Bowl and potentially win a Super Bowl for the Vikings?
See, that's kind of hard because Kirk has the arm. He definitely gets paid like a Super Bowl quarterback. You know, people forget he gets like $60 million guaranteed off top. We're gonna see what happens. I think they're gonna make it to the playoffs, but when you need Kirk the most is when he kind of chokes. I know kids say he ain't got no heart. Like sometimes he shows he can make that big play. He does have Justin Jefferson, who either him and Tyreek Hill for this year and maybe the best receiver. So he got playmakers. I like Cook in the backfield. It's gonna come down to Kirk Cousins when it comes to the Vikings, man. They got Hockenson in the trade from the Lions. So yeah. Is he a Super Bowl quarterback? I'm gonna say no. But we're gonna see this year for sure. I think after this year, depending on how he go, the Vikings may, but I know they got that contract with him, so they may be stuck with him for a while. So, and I know they like Kirk, but I don't know. See, I know Kirk from the Commander days. He can never beat us. I think Dak is like 10-0 against Kirk Cousins or something like that. So he can never really beat the Cowboys to kind of get to that next level. So I don't know if he can beat the Eagles. I don't see him beating the 49ers. So it's like, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the Vikings do. So, but their coaches, you know, it's pretty cool. But we'll see. We'll see. The Vikings defense is good too. But we'll see. It's all going to come down to Kirk Cousins at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. It's all gonna come down to Kirk. Like for sure. That Vikings team is gonna come down to Kirk. I think they're for real, but
Yeah.
that's only if Kirk Cousins is playing to that level. You know what I mean? Like, but he tends to like sometimes you have that game, you see Kirk Cousins, you be like, damn, now there it is right there. Like
You
that's
like that?
like that's the Kirk Cousins, right? He got the swag, he on point,
Mhm.
like that's that Kirk, right? You see him, and then you see the Vikings play at a different level. And then you see the old Kirk Cousins, Kirk Cousins of old, the one that is just like seems completely lost and really what he want to do. He's sitting back, he's holding the ball too long, he's taking sacks, unnecessary sacks. He's forcing the ball instead of throwing it away. Like you get to see these old Kirk habits, and that tends to happen with Kirk Cousins. So with the Vikings, it's all about Kirk Cousins because they have the team,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be all on Kirk Cousins.
All right. And then we're gonna move it along to the Browns and the Bucks. All right. Browns beat the Bucks 23-17. Brissett went 23
That's a
for
shocker.
37 yards. You said what?
Oh, that was a shocker.
That was
Man,
Yeah,
yeah, that
thank you.
was a shocker.
that was the
He had
biggest shocker I think of the whole week 12,
Oh yeah, for sure.
or the Ravens losing to Jacksonville too. So I don't know.
yeah, I definitely said it's a toss up between those two. I didn't see this one happen. I know this one hurt Tom Brady, but I think Tom Brady know about Brissett because Brissett was with the Patriots. So
They got a ring
yeah,
together.
yeah.
Oh,
So anytime you come out of that Patriots organization, especially as a quarterback, you're gonna be different, man. It's something different
Hmm.
about that. They're not picking you up unless they really see something in you. And if they see something in you in that organization, you
Yeah.
feel me? You got something going on. But Brissett threw 23 for 37, 210 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Nick Chubb he ran 26 times for 116 yards, one TD. Amari Cooper had 7 receptions for 94 yards. Defense had 3 sacks. Tom Brady, 29 for 43, 246 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. White had 14 carries for 64 yards. Godwin had 12 receptions for 110 in the TD. Evans had 2 receptions for 31. The defense did have 4 sacks, though. What I will say is, uh, first of all, are the Bucks in trouble? Let's start there. City, you can go
hell yeah,
first. In trouble?
hell yeah, hell yeah, the Bucks is in trouble. They borderline. They teetering on the. Are we about to make the playoffs? Are we not gonna make the playoffs? They're borderline. So I think with them, it's gonna come down to their division. You know what I'm saying? Who can come out of that division? Them are the Saints, and the Saints are playing some all right ball too. So that to me, that's what it's going to come down to. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come down to who wins that division to likely get in the playoffs.
Mhm.
But yeah, in my opinion, the Bucks are in trouble. Like we were saying in the last few, like their defense ain't what it used to be,
They're all extra large.
and so
We'll try one of them larges and put one
Tom,
on and see what it looks like. Or we're going to have to.
Tom Brady, he's Tom Brady, but I don't know. I think they're in trouble though for sure.
Mhm.
Oh shit! Can y'all hear me? Now?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
All right, my fault.
Oh, you good? Go ahead, Cam. The Bucks in trouble? Are they in the playoffs?
See, I've learned after that Falcons Super Bowl, I learned never ever doubt Tom Brady. You never know what that man.
For
He the
sure.
closest thing to white Jesus, right? So I don't know.
Cali
I'm
boy.
gonna give him the credit. The only thing is losing Gronk, losing AB. That was a big, big loss. I see how important Gronk was for him because his tight ends ain't really been as dominant as Gronk is. I think Gronk off the couch will be better than what he got right.
Right.
Mike Evans has not been healthy. I hate to say it, but Julio ain't what he used to be. So it's going to be interesting to see. They defense do need to step up. So I agree with Gibbs that the defense got to step up for sure. They lost they lost one of their DNs. What's his name? So I don't know if he's gonna be back or out. And they DBs stay getting hurt. Carlton Davis and all of them. What's his name? Son. So I don't know. The Bucks defense, the defense got to step up. But
Man.
at the end of the day, it's gonna come to Tom. As long as Tom is making plays, they have a chance. But somebody else has to step up besides Tom because he don't have AB or Gronk to be those playmakers. And Mike Evans is for sure good, but I don't know if Mike Evans is on that level where he can hold down all the points. So
yeah,
Leonard Fournette, I haven't really kept up with his stats, but he was balling. I don't know what Leonard been doing.
Balling, they got to give him the ball.
Yeah, that's true too. They need to keep running and not let Tom, because I seen Tom get hit by a corner blitz a few weeks ago. I felt bad for him, man. It was like watching your grandpa get hit. So I was like, man, he can't take those hits no more at 46 years old. So
I got a question.
Yeah, we'll see.
I got a question for y'all. Tom Brady in that division. Y'all remember the Panthers? They're in that division too, right? Y'all remember when Cam Newton went to the playoff that year and they barely was fucking positive, if anything? All right. So you basically taking Tom Brady over Marcus Mariota and Andy Dalton. So I'm taking Tom Brady over them. And I'm also going to take that. I would take the Bucks in the playoffs against the Vikings on wild card if they had to play. I bring that up because the Bucks are going to make the playoffs. They're going to win the division. So now it's going to come down to who's going to win that. Like you just got to talk about Kirk Cousins, that heart. You're going to take that Vikings team over that Bucks team. If Tom don't throw the ball 40 times, you shouldn't have him throwing the ball 40 times at 47 years old. Leonard Fournette's balling. He was part of that group that I was telling you earlier about, John, them running backs who came in that like 2017 or 2018. It's like over six running backs got over 50 touchdowns in that class. That's probably the best running back class ever. With Austin Eckler, Kamara, McCaffrey, Fournette. Fournette still got some wheels. But losing Bruce Arians, him retiring, him and putting Todd Bowles, they lost the specialness. Bruce Arians like Andy Reid with the offense, so they lost that. And then Todd Bowles, he can't coach the defense and beat the head coach. It's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it's like he doesn't have enough time. It's not an excuse for him, but Byron Leftwich is not doing the same things that Tom likes to do. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me. And everybody else got to pick it up. They have no offensive line. Don't forget that. They got 4 offensive linemen that's hurt. So, even when Tom was in his prime, if you make him tap dance, it's over with. You know what I mean? So.
That's true. Yeah. I forgot about Bruce Arians not being the coach anymore. I think that really makes a difference. That's real.
Yeah, that's huge.
Real quick. Hey, shout out to the family. Big Law Dog in the building. Let me say happy belated birthday, family. You know what I'm saying? Happy to see you get another year, man. I want to see you get old, wise, and fat, all that good stuff. So, man, we send our love to you from the show, man. Appreciate you for always tuning in and checking in with us. That's
happy birthday.
Tell them Pops we don't get older, we get better, baby.
Man, you feel me?
And then, so I'm looking at the injury report for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. Leonard Fournette, questionable. Luke Godecki, he's a guard, questionable. He's had another Tristan Wirfs. That's the offensive.
Just put it up and see a word in the morning.
And then we got they got a couple safeties. They got another center, Ryan Jensen. He went out. He on the injured reserve.
Yeah.
And what is it, Steiny, guard, injured reserve. And they got a couple folks that's out right now. All right. So we got I think the consensus is, outside of Cam, that Buccaneers in trouble. But again, we all know Tom Brady. He does Tom Brady things, but we're gonna see what happens. Will they get in the wild card game? Ain't no telling. Still got 6 games left in the season. We're gonna see what they can do. But right now, it's looking real bad for Tom Brady, man.
Don't forget, right now the Bucs are number 1 in their division, even though they're only what 6-4, 5-4, whatever their record is. So they ain't got a good record, but they're number 1 in their division. And like Gibbs said, man, Andy Dalton and who the other quarterback?
Marcus Mariota.
Man.
Come on, man.
Hey,
you already know, like,
I think Tom Brady gonna beat them.
Yeah.
If it comes to the playoff time and Tom Brady pick up that phone, Gronk gonna get activated. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for all y'all.
He could. Gronk said he ain't coming back though. I thought he might call AB though, but we'll see.
Man, he got the receivers. He just got to get him in the right positions. Everybody know Mike Evans can only run 4 routes. You know what I mean? He's not fast. He's big. And then Godwin is still coming off of that torn ACL. He's still not, he ain't used to his body. But, all it's going to come down to, I'm telling you, if I'm not afraid of nobody in the NFC at the top except for about 2 or 3 teams, unless the Bucs don't have to play the 49ers or Cowboys or Eagles in week 1, which are not, because one of them are going to get a bye. I'm not afraid of it. I'll take Tom Brady versus Kirk. I'll take Tom Brady versus who else? The other one, NFC. You know what I mean? Like it's up there. It's it. It's just a defense. That's it.
What's your question, Pat?
Oh no, you answered it. You already answered it. It's about Tom Brady. If he gets to the playoffs, do you think who are you afraid of? And like that's what I'm saying.
Gotcha. All right,
he goes to the playoffs.
Go ahead. You say he goes to the playoffs and what?
He not making no noise. He ain't beating no Kirk because I don't care what Kirk.
Man, you've been talking about Kirk all year, and I'm telling you, he buns. I'm on your ass. I'm telling you. Oh you.
Stop
it. So we got the Dolphins 30 to the Texans 15. Texans 15. Tua went 22 for 36, 299 yards in the TD. Wilson had 12 carries for 39 yards in the TD. Waddle had 5 receptions for 85. Hill had 6 for 85. Defense had 5 sacks. Quarterback for the Texans, Allen went 26 for 39, 215, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Ogunbowale had 4 carries for 14 yards in the TD. Atkins had 5 receptions for 61 yards in the TD. Who was that? Cooks had 5 receptions for 59. Defense had 5 sacks. Tua playing like Tua. Not much to say here. They did what they're supposed to do. Protection of the best backup QB out there in Houston. So we're gonna move it along to the Bengals and the Titans. Bengals beat the Titans 20-3. Oh, I will say this. I will ask y'all this: Is Tua in that MVP running? We start with you, City.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
For sure.
All right. Go ahead, Cam.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Tua in the MVP. The numbers is there. He got 2 receivers, both over 1,200 yards, and I know Tyreek Hill has a lot to do with Tua's game, but just number wise, the yards and stuff, and they're winning games. I think you got to give Tua a little consideration. Right now, it's P. Mahomes to win. Every year is going to be P. Mahomes, but right now I go Mahomes. And then I guess I have, even I don't want to, I have to put Hurts up there, and then I'll probably put Tua for number 3.
For sure.
I might put Michael Parsons at number 4. Just gonna say I ain't even trying to be biased.
Look, that's what I'm saying. I'll put Tyreek Hill in the MVP race before Tua. So I'm gonna say no because it changed his whole outlook. Tyreek Hill by far, he's not just getting flats. He's not just running 9 routes no more. The nigga is taking them slants. He's taking through routes. So I mean, I got Jimmy G at quarterback, so his best thing is execution. All Tua is doing is execution. Really, he's getting the ball to his playmakers. Well, and I'd rather put Tyreek there
in the running.
Then I'll put Tyreek Hill though for the receiver. I'd rather give it to the receiver for him. Tyreek Hill's the MVP on that team to me. Without Tyreek Hill, they're not winning none of them damn games, and that's all facts. Because if they don't got a double Tyreek, you just got Jalen Waddle. Waddle's not that polished of a route runner right now. Like he's just open because of the Tyreek Hill effect. You know what I mean? Y'all seen how people had to play the Chiefs. Now you see how they're doing is different. They still can't stop Kelsey, but you ain't got to worry about that deep. So I mean, Tua, he's doing his thing, but I say Tyreek Hill over him. So no.
All right. There we go. There you have it, folks. All right, the Bengals beat the Titans 20-16. Joe Burrow went 22 for 37, 207 yards in the TD. Barron had 17 carries for 58 yards in the TD. Burrow had 9 carries for 32 yards. Higgins had 7 receptions for 114 in the TD. Tannehill went 22 for 34, 291 yards. Henry had 17 carries for 38, and also had 3 receptions for 79 yards. It was a close one, man. I think that was damn near a playoff game right there.
Man, that's their revenge from last year.
Yeah.
And they came down to that quarterback play again, and
both had 22 complete. They damn near had similar numbers.
Yeah, you see Joe Burrow's how he looking compared to Tanny. And that's the thing. Joe Burrow, they tough, bro. Them Bengals gonna be tough because of the offense. Nobody want all AFC is all their offense are ridiculous. Like it's nerve wracking. All them quarterbacks, they top heavy at quarterback, man. So it's like if they get hot and it come to that defense, that's why that Von Miller injury, that's gonna hurt them Bills.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cam. You got some comments on this one?
Oh, the Bengals, right?
Yep, Bengals and the Titans.
Yeah. Of course, Joe Burrow's a monster. As long as they just gotta make sure they protect him, man. They gotta protect Joe Burrow because when you get Joe Burrow time, he can dissect that defense. I got to see that dude play at LSU the year before he won the championship. Never thought he would be this good. He had an arm, but when I seen him, I got to see him, Jamar Chase, Jefferson, all on the field. Never thought they would be all ballers like this. So, I think the defense can still need to get a little better. I don't know if they have the best pass rush, but like he said, the offense. I think that might be the best trio offense. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and what's the other one name?
You got T. Higgins. You got they both from Clemson.
Yeah.
T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. No,
Tyler Boyd
went to Pittsburgh.
There you go.
He went to Pittsburgh.
They got the offense, and I like. Oh, Mixon is a monster too.
Mixon a beast. He got a concussion though, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know that. Okay.
He hurt, and they just picked up a running back. But see, to keep it going with that, the Bengals got an offense on. They took two offensive linemen from the Bucks. You know what I mean? So that goes again. And then they got La'el Collins from y'all. They got Collins from the Cowboys. So yeah, now it all comes to, is this baller gonna play? That's what I'm saying. That's why I keep bringing Kirk Cousins up. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, and then on the Titan side, I'm done with the Tannehill. My cousin's actually a scout for the Titans, and I tell him Tannehill ain't it. He's not it, man. I think Malik Willis, just let him. I think he's like a young version of Steve McNair. He got a better arm. Fast. I don't know where his accuracy is. I know he went to Liberty, but I think
this is mine.
Tannehill's cool. He's not going to take you to a Super Bowl. So I think this is more about the Titans. You're just wasting Derrick Henry. I think you're wasting his time. You got to get the quarterback for Derrick Henry.
I don't know how they traded Brown. That shit was
developmental though. Willis is very developmental still. He got a lot to work on.
Word on the street, his mental ain't there. He don't know how to read the coverages, because he's playing at Liberty. They just put him back to the run. They didn't teach him. They didn't coach him up. So he's not that good at reading.
He's still developmental, once but he's about a year or two out still. Come on.
The Titans are going to be a playoff team, but they're not. They're nobody to worry about. Nobody to worry about it if they get there.
Okay. All right, so the Jets beat the Bears 31-10. Mike White started quarterback for the Jets. Zach Wilson did get benched. He's actually listed as a third-string quarterback right now. Very interesting. But Mike White, man, 22 for 28, 315 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Now I see why they was like, bro, we giving you a shot. We gave you multiple shots. We gave you multiple weeks. You in these press conferences acting like you can't get your job taken from you. You playing with people's money. This is the NFL. You feel me? So,
you got to hold yourself accountable.
Yes, sir. And Mike White sent the message.
I think that's all that this whole game was all about. It was all about Zach Wilson, man. That's all this was about. It was about him, like you said, not being accountable. You can't talk like you can't be better, and your defense is shutting teams down 15 points or less. It's like the Jets defense is pretty good. I'm a fan of Robert Saleh. Of course, he comes from the 49ers, and the 49ers always had great linebacker coaches and defensive coordinators. So I already knew the Jets D was going to be there. And they had the best draft, I think, too. One of the best drafts of the 2022. So they just need the Jets. Their problem is even before Mark Sanchez, they ain't had a Pro Bowl quarterback, honestly, since Joe Namath. Like I don't know, Chad Pennington. He's not even that good to me. So Joe Namath is still their best quarterback. That says a lot about how they draft QBs. So and they just had Sam Darnold, who was number 2 overall, and then they draft another number 2. I don't know why they thought Zach Wilson was good. I never thought he was that good to be number 2 overall. No.
Zach's nice. Zach's actually arm talent wise, he could have been number 1 or 2. Like he's cold. He just his mental game. So it's the same way we just getting on Malik Willis about him not being developmental, not knowing the routes or not knowing the whatever the coverage is. Zach, he comes from BYU. You know what happens in Utah. He's white, and you know what I mean. Let's just keep it. He's very entitled to anything. You can tell that he's just very stubborn and spoiled, and that's what it is. And for him to do that to Robert Saleh, that's what people not understanding. Robert, everybody knew the damn Bears defense is probably one of the worst in the league. So this, in normal people's mind, this is the game you would keep Zach Wilson in. But see, if Zach would have did something good against that Bears defense, it would just been fool's gold. You know, so it'd have been the same thing. They just went down another week, and then he would have went against some real competition and folded. So now he get to see that number 2 pick don't mean nothing. You got to come out here and produce, man. And you can't wait till after your publicists tell you this is what you're supposed to do, man. These is grown ass boys, man, in there. It ain't happening, man. It ain't. But they offensive. Hey, Garrett Wilson up to finally did. Hey,
I like Garrett Wilson. All them Ohio State receivers is balling. So.
Hey, they nice. I like it.
City, I see you got your mic on. You want to chime in on this Jets Bears?
Oh yeah, for sure. Shit, the Jets. I mean, they look good. Who's the quarterback? Flacco?
White. No, White.
It's White now. Flacco, yeah. Flacco's third string now.
Oh,
okay.
I thought they had. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. Like the Bears defense is one of the worst in the league. Garrett Wilson, give that man targets because he's like that.
Man,
you got to get him the ball, man. You got to get him the ball. They ran the ball effectively. Yeah. So the Jets, I mean, we talk about the Bears almost everyone, every podcast. We always say they like 3-4 years apart. You know what I'm saying? Like they're about another 2 or 3 years out of actually making some kind of noise or even being like even being like competitive.
Like a Bengals, yeah. Like some of them, they gonna have their offense is nice.
So
they gonna have to get better.
But the Jets they did real well, and they still serious. So they have a compatible quarterback that can not turn the ball over. They'll be all right because that defense is real too.
Yeah. But remember the coach, the Jets coach, he said that all Mike White did is make the easy throws easy. Like he didn't do nothing hard because he was going against the worst defense. That just shows how weak Zach Wilson's been playing. He's like he did the easy stuff. He make the easy stuff look easy.
Right.
So it's just like he didn't do much. Come on, 77 yards for a whole game in offense. That shows that Zach Wilson has a lot of growing up to do. But I know the arm talent is number one, but that's not enough to be your, like John said about you wasting people money. You don't just spend that much money on somebody the top 2 overall just because they got arm talent. Because Jamarcus Russell had arm talent, and we know what he did for the Raiders, right? And I'm like, you just drafted Sam Darnold. I thought they should have got Mac Jones first, So I don't know. I just didn't think he deserved to be top 2. He didn't do enough at BYU.
Hell of a coach gonna have them boys ready. So the Jets is gonna be.
People gotta understand too, man. They gave Sam Darnold like 2 or 3 years. You gotta remember it's the Jets. Jets ain't been nothing. Even when Rex Ryan was there, Mark Sanchez, UFC Trojan fight on, they was ass on offense. It was defense. Everybody want to keep doing this defense, but eventually the offense is gonna have to score. Zach Wilson ain't even played 16 games in his career yet, so. There's still a chance.
Like I said, Joe Namath still their best quarterback the Jets have ever had. That right there.
Yeah, it's like the Bears too. The Bears with that man in the 85.
Yep. Jim McMahon. Still their best quarterback. Yep.
The Bears started Simeon. We know that our boy is out with the shoulder injury. Simeon went
killing them.
179 yards. They really are. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And our boy being Justin Fields, so he's out right now with that shoulder injury. So yeah, man. And I was gonna say this: we gotta understand these coaches that come under from Bill Belichick's coaching tree. These coaches is different, man. They have a championship pedigree. So Zach Wilson got to understand who he dealing with. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure if how we say his name, Saleh. If he was on the phone with Bill Belichick would have said, sit that boy down. He up there talking shit, acting like he don't appreciate this opportunity. Sitting down.
So you heard that?
Yeah.
You hear what they said about Tom Brady? Tom Brady was just pissed. Tom Brady, that's that belly. people want to say is it Belichick or Tom. Tom said he was pissed. He said every time he loses, he go home and he's pissed. He said it's on him regardless. He said it doesn't matter about anybody else's stats. If they lose, it's his fault. And that's what you want from the damn quarterback. Because if you win, they want to say the quarterback. That's what I'm saying with Jimmy G. I done seen it. Jimmy G is his stats will make him look way better than he's supposed to be. But when it comes down to it, if you make him tap dance, that's what I'm saying. That's the same thing with 95% of the quarterbacks, bro.
Right.
And it's like on gotta see.
Man, one time for the tap dance.
Man.
One time for the tap dance.
And I'm saying, then I started paying attention. I started watching Tom Brady, and then I found myself saying, "Damn, they got Tom Brady out there tap dancing."
Yeah.
They make him go off that first and second read. It's bad, bro. It's bad. And see, that's the Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Jalen. Well, I ain't gonna put Jalen there, but those ones I just named. If you make them go from their first and second read, that's the killer part. That's what put them different than other quarterbacks. Them niggas go to their third and fourth read, it's gonna be ugly. They're gonna get there though. That's the problem. Like if you don't get nobody back there to get them, it's over with.
Yeah, they said Tom Brady's still at 46 years old throwing the ball within 2 seconds, man.
Bro, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but see, that's why I give it to Bill Belichick so much, man, because he knew. In all actuality, if Bill Belichick was throwing the ball 40 fucking times with your boy Tom Brady, it would have been over then. You know what I mean? It would have been over. Max Kellerman would have been right back then when he was staying the cliff. But the fact that they threw the ball, run, them screens, them James
them screens, man, running back screens all day with the Patriots.
Now you telling Tom Brady, I need you to be Patrick Mahomes and throw this thing to broke down Julio Jones on one leg. He ain't got no separation. No separation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Mike Evans. No, he's not a good route runner, bro. He just tries to beat you physical. He's a red zone threat. Like, he just don't fit with Tom, but hey, it's still Tom.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to move it along here. Carolina, let me get City back in here. All right, Carolina, the Commanders beat the Falcons. Heineke went 14 for 23, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Robinson Jr. had 18 carries for 105 yards. McLaren had 4 receptions for 48. Marcus Mariota went 15 for 25, 174 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Algier had 11 carries for 54 yards. And Zacchaeus had 5 receptions for 91. Again, we know Commanders, they doing their thing. They get into it. And then Falcons being the Falcons, Marcus Mariota, their quarterback. That's what we're gonna get.
Yep.
So John, let me ask you both of you guys something. So they talking about four teams in one division go to the playoffs. So if the Commanders are on a 3-game winning streak, all 4 of the NFC East will have more than 10 games, I think. So should they go before a team that's like 7-10, 7-9?
Hell yeah. I expected that, man. When Cam Newton whack ass went there when they was a game under 500, I was mad at that. Like I don't expect. Hey, I don't want to watch no play. Man, we betting on them games, man. People betting big bread on them damn games. I'm not about to bet on this losing ass team to go. No, I'd rather have all 4 of them go anyway. All 4 from the Commanders, the Eagles, even though I don't like the damn division, they're all formidable. They're all formidable and actually a play away from going the other way. The only team that I would really take the Commanders. Only reason I would say that Commanders defense is so much better than people give them credit.
Yeah. So they got 4 or 5 first rounders on the D line.
On the D line, yes, sir. Payne, Sweat. I'm telling you, Payne, Sweat, and then Young just coming back. Hey, it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, and Chase Young ain't even played yet. Yeah.
No, he ain't even played. It's on.
Yeah, and they like playing for Rivera too. He a people's coach.
Yeah. They said, I'll die for Rivera.
You know what, man? I'm gonna say. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, City.
Oh no, I've been talking about the Commanders the last few times. We already said that they're gonna be that they're gonna be scary. A lot of teams playoffs. I'm even talking about the Cowboys. A lot of teams think want to have to play against that Washington Commanders team, man, because like Pat pointed out, man, that D line is real, bro. That they are really real. that defense is serious, boy. And Juan Rivera is a hell of a coach, man. He had the Panthers going up. The trajectory was going up with them. So when they let him go, he fell to Washington, which was gold. It was gold for them. You know what I mean? It was gold, and it's starting to show itself now. And that Tyler Heineke kid, man, it's something about him. He just played good football. He's down. He knows the play, but you could tell he in the playbook. He know all his progression. He can throw the ball downfield. He can dink and dunk, and he got the legs to get out of there if he has to. And he's just showing that he can ball, man. And he's head over heels better than Wentz. Right now. So,
they got weapons too.
Watch out for
Washington.
Nobody gonna want to play.
That's the
Yeah, the only thing is the Commanders are nobody's afraid of them because of their quarterback. I know Heineke's cool, but you're not worrying about him. Tom Brady got to go against him in the wild card. I would think if the Cowboys were in the wild card, Dak will outbeat Heineke, right? Jimmy G should beat Heineke with his defense. So it's like that's the only thing. They need that QB. I just don't see Heineke taking them. Their defense can, but that's only if Chase Young really comes back healthy.
You better ask
Tyler Heineke. Hey,
I'm sorry. How they coming?
Hey, I swear to God, I think Tyler Heineke has the same. He got the same amount of playoff wins as Dak. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Taylor got the same amount of playoff wins as Dak. So if they play each other, I don't want to hear that.
For sure. And you know what they say about the Cowboys, they're an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, me, and that'll be a setup. Everybody,
see what happened, John? See how they hate on me? You didn't hate on us, man? It's cool.
Hey, man. Hey, but look, man, I think we got the best conference throughout the league right now. But it is, man. I think
for sure.
You exactly, we got the best division. So you gotta win a division. You feel me? You get in the division, you get your spot.
Yes.
Feel me? So that's just the way it go. And then somebody might get a wild card, but it would be nice to see all four. I think we deserve it. I think we got the best division in the league right now. I'm very proud to see where we've come from because it's been bad. It's been bad, but I like what y'all was saying. Rivera was a great pickup. It was kind of shitty to see.
He was gold.
Man,
I
they
really
got weapons. I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah, McLaurin, he good too.
They got Scary Terry. They got Curtis Samuel. They got Gibson. They still
good.
Boy, they got
they got
Robinson after him getting shot.
Oh yeah, Robinson got shot. He's still running over people.
And that's them Bama running backs. Most of them Bama running backs. The only one that really didn't turn out was Eddie Lacy, but it was because he was too much on cupcakes. But everybody else from Bama was nice.
Right.
Eddie Lacy.
I didn't know Robinson went to Alabama.
No, if I recall, yeah.
Oh,
he was at Alabama.
Okay.
Yep, he just sitting behind all them backs.
Yeah, he was behind. He was a freshman. Yeah.
Yeah, he just sat behind all them backs, got picked up, and just show why he was there.
Kind of like you remember Brandon Jacobs was from Bama too, and he only played like his senior year type shit. Yeah.
I don't even remember Brandon Jacobs playing.
That was a while ago, but we're gonna move it along. Carolina Panthers beat the Denver Broncos 23-10. Aaron Donald had 11 completions for 19, and he went 11 for 19, 164 yards, 1 touchdown. Foreman had 24 carries for 113 yards, and then we had Hubbard had 17 carries for 65. Moore had 4 receptions for 103, 1 touchdown. Defense had 3 sacks. Russell Wilson went 19 for 35. 142 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Murray had 13 carries for 92. Sutton had 6 receptions for 75. Offense lost 2 fumbles. City, you already know the deal.
Man, it's not really nothing to say, but you gotta fire Hackett immediately.
Yeah.
If people can't see that this shit is like the respect level for Hackett is at a bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody respect that dude. He already done lost control of the locker room. The locker room is pretty much shot. You feel me? When you got D linemen, even though it was constructive criticism, and telling Russell Wilson hey, we need you, or we need to do your thing. But anytime a D lineman is going to holler at your quarterback like that, you can see frustration. And when you have a defense that is number 2 in the league right now, like you have a great defense like that, and your
Go take
offense
it downstairs.
goes and gives you absolutely nothing every time. And then you got people that just they don't. The respect level for Hackett is pretty much a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Nobody respects that guy. Like he there's no fire there. There's no there's nothing there from that head coach. He goes, he gives the same boring, little after press conference. It starts with me and all this. Like it's just bad. You got Russell Wilson like on bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Read a report like, Russell's like we're down 3-17, and Russell Wilson is like, talking about this Russell Wilson time, like just weird shit like that. It's just rubbing people the wrong way. That's a coaching thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a coaching thing. That that just shows that he has no control of nothing that's going on in Denver right now. It's just bad. He for sure got to go. That's my
honestly, I'm surprised because they might need to shake up. I mean, this would be the perfect time. I got 6 more games to go. Fire the coach, and then I know what happened. The team gonna get a little. They might win a couple games.
I got a scenario for you.
Hire Eric Bieniemy from the start.
Yeah.
No,
we didn't beat the dead horse with the Broncos, man. So we're gonna move it along. We got the Jags.
And we know that's a coaching thing. It ain't nothing to talk about.
Get rid of Hackett. Let Hackett go back to the Packers, and then get DeMeco Ryans or Bieniemy.
Hey,
get one of them down.
One of those. I agree with both of those.
That's what, because we're gonna lose DeMeco after this year, and as usual. So I would say get him with Russell, because it's either gonna be that's what it is. Russell just ain't Aaron Rodgers. Hackett trying to use him like Aaron Rodgers, and that ain't it. That's it.
Yeah, and that's not it. Not it at all.
And again, like I said, I know we talk a lot about these mobile quarterbacks, but we also got to show some love.
Pocket passer, yeah.
Passer.
Mm-hmm. The quarterbacks.
Passers, man. So we got to give them their credit, man, because what they do is beautiful as well. And we already know we rock with with our black African American quarterbacks as well. We don't play. We're not playing about them at all. All right. So we got the Jags beat the Ravens 28-27. T. Law, as Greedy would call him, went 29 for 37, 321 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Hasty had 12 carries for 28 yards. Who's that? Jones had 11 receptions for 145 yards. And then Hasty had another 5 receptions for 67. Jackson was 16 for 32, 254 yards and a TD, along with 14 carries for 84 yards. Edwards had 16 carries for 52 yards. Oliver had 4 receptions for 76 and a TD. Jackson had 2 receptions for 74, and defense had 4 sacks. I'm gonna let y'all crack this off. Cam, go ahead. What you got anything to say about the Jags?
I really want to focus on Lamar, because I know Lamar he's everything for the Ravens, but I know he wants the big bag. And I'm big on, but my black quarterbacks and stuff, but I don't, maybe I'm a little old school traditional with my quarterbacks. I just don't know if the running quarterback can win a Super Bowl. I don't know. And what I mean by that, when the run is, and I'm not saying Lamar's run first, but what I'm saying is that running after like year 8, year 10, it doesn't work out that well. Because I remember Aaron Rodgers used to be a more running style quarterback, and he stayed more in the pocket. I just don't know if Lamar, he needs more weapons, but at the same time, they make it about him too much. I don't know. Because he's trying to get $300 million. I don't like that's up there with the.
He's worth all of that.
I know for what he does. All of that. But he needs more playmakers. I know the Ravens defense with the linebacker trade. What's the linebacker name from the Bears? They got the middle linebacker. Roquan Smith. He's good. So they got the playmakers and stuff. They just need more playmakers on offense. I just don't know if Lamar can take the Ravens. Can he beat the Chiefs? I don't know. Can he beat the Bills with a healthy Von Miller? I don't know. Can he even beat Tua with Tyreek?
Man, there you go. Look,
know.
look, Lamar. Before I like it when everybody says that about Lamar, talking about if they take the run away. Look, go back and check his stats out, man. Lamar was the most accurate quarterback in history in his first 3 years, bro. So I don't want to hear that he can't pass in the middle. He could pass. He could pass. If they stop the run, he could pass. Now, if you got somebody who could catch them damn passes, like Fru been saying the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been on him saying they got playmakers. But now Mark Andrews getting double teamed, they ain't got too much help. Okay, so I see that. But as in getting that bag, like they wouldn't even. You put any other them top quarterbacks in his position, they probably don't. They're probably looking like the Raiders right now. Like so. No, if you trade him out with Tua, if you put Lamar Jackson over there with Tua's team, they could be where they're at right now or even better. If you put Tua on this damn Ravens team, it's not happening. You put Lamar on that Chiefs team, nigga, they will be doing what they're doing now or even better. You put Patrick on this Ravens team, they might still be able to win, but nigga, you still gonna think about it. You dig what I'm saying? And so, even with the Bills, like, yeah, the only reason is because, they got that Stephon Diggs. Everybody got that person, just like City been saying. And that'd be the only thing. But Lamar, hey, the coaching, they can get rid of these damn hardballs, man. That's the thing, too. But that's another thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Harbaugh needs. Yeah, I've been wondering about Harbaugh, too. I'm like, I don't know. I think they might need to change the pace. So I agree with that. But.
Go ahead. You look like you had something to say.
It's what a big thing. Like, who do he got? Like, who do that guy got on offense? Like, let's be real. There is nobody there. You got Mark Andrews, and that's it. Like that is their tier. They have no receivers, bro. Duvernay is horrible. He's kick return special teams, period. Like, you got the other receivers, like, they're not even slots. Like, they're not even good slot receivers. Like, they're like 70th best wide receivers, like, all through the league. They're not.
They rated that on Madden.
Like, it's bad, bro. It's bad. Dude ain't got no weapons. Bateman, that was the Rashard.
He hurt. Yep, it hurt now. So
he was the only real kind of weapon he had outside of Mark Andrews. But their run game, who do they got to run the ball really outside?
And don't forget, they traded their offense. Instead of signing a tackle, nigga, they let him go to the Chiefs. They let Orlando go to the Chiefs.
They have nobody, bro. We can put this shit on Lamar all day, but we're just gonna be honest. Like, there. Like, he has zero weapons.
The Ravens are a better version of the Bears.
Yeah, like, pretty much.
Like, they picked up Deshaun Jackson, because what I've seen in the playoffs with Lamar Jackson is they stop the run. They stop the run. Then when it's time to make a completion, it's hard to get one. But now they got Deshaun Jackson, so they got somebody, and they completed one deep ball. So now you got that deep ball threat, so they might be able to keep the defenses off of it.
Don't forget about whoever he lost to too, getting out coached, man. Everybody them Ravens lost to had a great ass coach over there, and he's out coaching Harbaugh every damn time. Every time.
Don't even put it on Harbaugh, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's legit, like, whoever is draft, like, hey, that goes on Harbaugh, but the GM too, like, bruh, I don't understand how Lamar Jackson don't have a real wide receiver one. You feel me?
True. That's true.
Like, he does not have a wide receiver one. I don't even think Bateman or whatever his name is, he's not a wide receiver one to me. I think he's good. He's fast, but he's not going to be great. He's not going to be Garrett Wilson. Hell, he won't even be Marvin Jones Jr. when he comes out. Like, he's not even going to be that. Like, he's a solid player. He's fast. He's elusive. He can catch the ball somewhat. But he's not a wide receiver one. Like, go and get that guy a wide receiver one. Honestly, I would go and get somebody like Cortland Sutton or something like that for him. That's what he needs. He needs something like that. He needs something like that. That's why Lamar, he could throw the ball. Like, he could throw the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
Got legit target, and that's Andrews. That's it. Like, that's all he got. He ain't got no running backs. He ain't got no receivers.
Everybody's hurt
at times. Like,
I know. I just don't know if he should be getting paid like Patrick Mahomes, though, man. I don't know about that.
He's worth the money. He's worth the money. If they don't pay him, somebody will.
Yes, sir. We're gonna move it along.
If they don't pay him, somebody will.
That's true. That's true.
Well, we're gonna see. I think, of course, I want to see him
300 million.
I think it's gonna be hard. I think he deserves it. I want to see who's gonna give it to him. Shit, it might be the Washington.
It might be Washington. You right, John.
All right,
Washington will be fired.
Ooh, Terry McLaurin,
Terry McLaurin and them boys, they'll be fired.
And we know Rivera, he also does well. He's also a supporter of our black quarterbacks as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
So that might be a good fit. You feel me? I know that man is Cam Newton. I know he wanted to work out. He wanted that situation to work out with Cam Newton. But I think that organization was just ready to move on. It is what it is. Chargers 25 to the Cardinals 24. Herbert went 35 for 47, 274 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Also had 4 carries for 38 yards. Eckler had 5 carries for 20 yards. Carter had 7 receptions for 73 and a TD. Eckler also had 11 receptions for 60 and a TD. Kyler Murray, 18 for 29, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Connor went 25 carries for 120 yards. Hopkins had 4 receptions for 87 in the TD. Brown had 6 receptions for 46 yards. Defense had 4 sacks. Herbert did his thing. I think the Cardinals they don't.
Both of them next year. Next year.
Cardinals need to fire their coach, and the Chargers come down to Herbert. Period. But the Cardinals,
both of them need to be gone.
Yeah.
Chargers look better.
They're just hurt.
Yeah.
They're hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
there's something about the Chargers is missing, though. I think they should have never came to LA. I don't know why. They should have stayed in San Diego. They're going to be the Rams little brothers. They're going to be the new Clippers. I don't know why they did that. That didn't make sense to me. I don't know.
Not what I'm saying is period. Like, did you see when the Rams played the 49ers? That whole stadium was fucking rigged.
Nigga.
That was a home game, bro. Like, that was a home game for the 49ers, literally.
Right.
And when the Chargers play, Oakland, home game. Denver, home game. Like, they don't even have a home field advantage.
No.
When they was in San Diego, they had a home field advantage. There was nothing but Dago fans.
Yeah.
The Charger fans was running rapid. It used to be a lot of, you'll see some color, but you're gonna see majority 85% Dago fans. Like, you see how they show up for the Padres this year in the World Series. You know what I'm saying? They coming thick. That was the worst mistake the Chargers have done, bro, is moving to LA. Yeah. They should never moved. And from them, I'm trying to get back to San Diego.
Yeah.
They should have a football team. They deserve a football team. Like, that's crazy to me. They literally are playing away games from the start of the season to the finish of the season because every team takes it. That's it.
Yeah, they need I like Kyler. His attitude is bad though. Kyler got to watch it, man, because he might get treated like Cam Newton in a minute if he don't, because he cussing out his coach.
He got that bag already.
He talking the way he talked to his coach, and he gotta chill. And I get it, Heisman. I could have went baseball, but his attitude is a little off for me sometimes. I don't know.
Hey, you grown? Look, I got a question. For you. Look, you grown. We all 4 of us grown ass man. You're not gonna let somebody who's incompetent, who you could tell by talking to this guy that he don't know what he talking. You're not about to sit there and let him just tell you he'll jump off this bridge and you're gonna go do it. And so Kyler cussing out Cliff. Cliff need to go. That's the thing. He gotta go because you ain't gonna find another Kyler. And Kyler, his attitude, but he was the same thing like Zach Wilson, just in Texas. Kyler owns all the damn records in Texas, most winningest quarterback, most all that. He's won everywhere. So you got to be a certain professional to tell him something. You're not gonna be able to just tell him something. So Cliff got to go with that, man. Yeah. That's out of there.
Calm the F down.
I mean, a lot of times you can't be can't be too coachable. Like you said, if the coach is
Oh,
incompetent,
man.
you can't be too coachable because
Man, you gonna take it out of you. Look, we all done went through it. We done all went. We all look like we. I know. I did my thing. I went places. I know y'all could have went farther too. But we were out of position. If we knew what we knew now, and back then, what position or whatever, like that's just like.
That's
But
true.
that comes down to the coaching. Think about all the coaches that you took for granted, and now you older. You're like, damn, this is the same shit he was trying to tell me. Now I'm over here spitting this off. Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah. That's why I'm glad I got a son and a daughter. So now we got to get it in.
get in there. Absolutely. All right, so
No, but I just want to say something about Kyler. Like, you can't be going and talking crazy like you've been just killing it.
That's true.
Like you ain't been killing it. Like
Look,
You
hurt,
telling no
man.
coach calm the F down? Who you?
Like, who are you to even be talking like that? Because you have not done nothing.
Hey, Cliff.
Like that.
Think about Cliff had Josh Rosen, that was a number 2 top 10 pick, and he said he wanted Kyler if he got the damn job. So he got what he if it wasn't for Kyler, he wouldn't have that job. So you got to think about that too. So, but Cliff got to die with that. He got to die with that. They've been losing, so it can't put it on Kyler no more because you just paid the guy. Even though you try to do him bad and talk about he played Call of Duty or whatever too much, you still get Cliff up out of there.
I don't know.
Any? That's right.
They say he don't be watching film. That's what they say.
Yeah, the film study. Yeah, talking about you want to play the game and shit more.
City,
I don't know. He done got the bag and he just going off the rip. You know, dude just
facts. No facts.
Yeah. Got the bag.
What is that?
What? You know, I'm the guy.
And that's the thing about Tom Brady, because Tom Brady, he ain't get the bag until a couple seasons ago.
And really never really, he never touched that.
He always took pay cuts for the Patriots.
Yeah, he took them pay cuts and got them endorsements, and his wife was that model, so he was good.
He'd rather just win Super Bowls. He didn't care about money.
Yeah. But see, that's what goes into what you was talking about with that Lamar. Now that we don't want nobody else to get paid $300 million like Patrick Mahomes, because you know that shit gonna hurt him later. As soon as Patrick Mahomes start losing, what we gonna say? Oh, what he did his first 4 years was, nah, nigga, you can't sign nobody now. Nigga, you straight. The cap. Yeah, but they cap, nigga.
Yeah, but the only difference is Mahomes took you to a Super Bowl back to back and won. So he has the pedigree to say he can request that. That's why, to me, you win a Super Bowl, okay, now you got a little more leeway.
What I'm saying is like Patrick Mahomes is like it's not gonna take a lot of weapons. It's not gonna. He don't need the outstanding receiver or whatever.
I feel what you're saying.
Literally make everybody better. It does.
We've seen that before.
And he reminds me of the Tom Brady's and the Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, one of them.
So they have these no-name mans, and they turn them into Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, all these guys from Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. But now you see Aaron Rodgers losing, and nigga, well, who is it? Whose fault is it? Is it because he let Devontae go to the Raiders? Or is it what happened to him making the team better, making guys better? Niggas can't catch a Paul ball. He get it right to him. They dropping it. Come on, man. It's the weapons. I don't want to sign the damn quarterback that much because I'm a Niner fan. We winning with Jimmy G. I'm still pissed we paid him that damn much. And there's defense that win. You don't need to do that shit. You know what I mean? We let Buckner go for that. We wasn't able to sign Buckner.
Yeah. Buckner over there with the Colts now.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Raiders 40 to the Seahawks 34. Derek Carr went 25 for 36, 295 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jacobs had 33 carries, 229 yards, and 2 TDs. Like we've been saying all year, run the ball. He also had 6 receptions, 74 yards. Dog almost 300 all-purpose yards.
Man, he did 310. Ooh.
Man, I'm just say this. Derek Carr, he was really lucky. He prayed that they won that game because I think they was going to bench him if they would have lost again. Because honestly, Carr better. They're going to give him another try next year, but if they don't do better, at least
the Raiders been good this year.
I think either because Devontae's there for the next 5 years. Devontae came to play with his college quarterback, and me and John, being at Fresno State, we know how big Derek and Devontae was, winning all those games. But man, it's Derek, man. That's all the Raiders is going to be. It's going to be about Derek, man.
man. They close enough. If they finish and lose in these last 6, and between this year and next year, you got a chance to either get that CJ Bryson, or you could go get Caleb Williams or something next year. Look, if they be this bad, they're not gonna be able to be this bad next year, another year in Vegas. You know what I mean? So if they do it this year, and like this should be the year they should want to lose, really. But he gonna win y'all some games. So I'm saying Derek Carr is like damn Kirk Cousins to me. That's what I'm saying. You get what you got. You know what you're gonna get. You're not afraid of it. You know what I mean? To get down to it, but he got weapons too. Hey, I was just happy Josh Jacobs. You know he from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Jacobs did his thing, man. I need to have him in fantasy.
I like Jacobs. He's an every down back.
He look like a hood nigga just out there.
You got a take on this one, City? On the Raiders?
I mean, you know, they're gonna go as far as Derek Carr takes them. Pretty much. You know what I mean? But like Cameron said, you know, they got Devontae for 5 years. He went to go play with Derek Carr, which means they're still probably high on Derek Carr. You feel me? They kind of probably still believe in him. You know, if Josh Jacobs is running that ball like that, next year they could probably, you know what I mean? They probably can, but you know, it's gonna take a nice little draft pick. See what they can do in free agency. See what kind of because that's what it's going to come down to with the Raiders. It's going to come down to their off season.
Yep.
And they have a big off season, and then they're going to open up the bag for these big offensive linemen and maybe some corners and something like that. You know, they need to get some youth. You know, they need to get like some veteran play at that cornerback spot. Help young guys over there, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come down to the offseason leaders. You know, I think they're gonna give Derek Carr a shot, and it's just with the Raiders right now and with Jake running, they're gonna give that core another shot. Derek Waller come back if he doesn't get traded or something, but they're gonna give that core another shot. I think it's just all going to depend on what kind of offseason does the Raiders have, and can they plan with their draft pick? Can they do something good with the draft? So that's all. That's all.
You brought a good point about the defense. That's that other thing too. I like Max Crosby, but the Raiders defense, they don't have nobody. They just have Max Crosby. Their DBs are not good. Their safeties. The Raiders, like he said, open the free agency. They need to get some players on defense. Offense, I know they had Ruggs got in jail for hitting the person, so I know they kind of an AB left unexpectedly. So they got Holland, so he's good, but they just need more playmakers on defense, man. They don't have I don't know anybody on their defense other than Crosby, and it's just like Crosby can't do the pass rush by himself. When the Raiders go against the Chiefs, they're never going to win the division. As long as Patrick Mahomes is there, because they just picked up. They got to get him on the ground.
Yeah, they just picked up one of those D tackles. They just got dropped. I want to say Tillery from the Chargers. I think the Raiders picked him up, or they picked him up. But they just got Chandler Jones. He underperformed. Chandler Jones got
Chandler. He ain't doing. He's not as impactful as he was when he was with the Cardinals.
So. And so they're off season away still.
Yeah. They need more playmakers. I think if Carr had a defense, then he would probably play better. But their defense can't stop nobody.
Josh McDaniels got to stay out of his way.
Yeah.
You got to run the ball more, man. It's just simple.
Yeah,
if you run the ball more,
they need to stop. Yeah, stop making Carr Mahomes and have him on 2025 and have Jacobs to have at least 20 to 30 carries a game.
All right, we're gonna move it along to this Chiefs and Rams game. All right, Mahomes went 27 for 42, 310 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Pacheco had 23 carries for 69 yards and a TD. Kelsey had 4 receptions for 57 and a TD. Juju went 3 for 38. Defense had 3 sacks and 2 interceptions. Perkins went 13 for 23 for 160 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Also had 9 carries for 44. Akers had 8 carries for 37. Jefferson had 3 receptions for 29 and a TD. Chiefs did what they were supposed to do. Rams, ain't shit happening for them right now.
It's over with.
Yeah. Rams. The only thing I'll say, John, the Rams' biggest mistake, they let go of Robert Woods and Von Miller. That was their biggest mistake.
They got to get under
Their
that
biggest
salary.
mistake.
They got 4 offensive.
My bad, Pat. Go ahead, Pat. Say that again.
No, they offensive line. That's what it was. They offensive line. They lost too many big names. When they lost Whitworth, they're from Whitworth, Vaughn, Odell, Woods left too. Yeah, I do that.
They should have brought everybody back. I think the Rams will be literally the number 1 seed, but they let go of their 3 main people. They needed Woods. They needed Von Miller. I know they should have convinced Whitworth to not retire. Like they lost everybody, man. Like they just the 3-4 main people that helped them get to where they are, they didn't re-sign them. Didn't make sense. They literally did a 1-year deal and was like, all right, we got a ring, we're done. So
well, I think I brought that up last week. They kind of just went for broke last year. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot, Von Miller was only on a 1 year. They wasn't gonna pay him $120 million. 6 years, not with his time, not with his age or anything like that. I was kind of surprised the Bills even did that. So they was never going to pay him anyway. He was pretty much gone. Robert Woods, they probably seen that because like Robert Woods is good, but like, it's like I'm saying, like most of these wide receivers, but he's not really a wide receiver 1.
He is. Like, they don't throw him the ball.
He's not.
Robert Woods
to my high school, so I'm a little biased. I ain't gonna lie.
I like Robert. Robert's nice. See, he's hard. City always
and he's the best blocking
man. That's why I like my
guy.
Robert Woods. Robert Woods is he's nice. He's nice.
He's not a real X, but he's not a real.
And Bulldogs around here,
he went to high school, Sarah alumni, baby. But like I said, man,
all I'm saying is like, when you got that guy, right? Like the Jets got Garrett Wilson. Like he's a legit X. Like he's gonna.
Man, this is because you're saying that from Ohio State. I know you can see him, but it all come to produce. They gotta produce.
You can tell like he's gonna be special. Like you see that Robert Woods. Yeah, he had his moments, and he have his moments for sure. But like, is he really a wide receiver 1? No.
Yes, he's a starter in the league. Yes, he should be starting.
He can start in a slot. You know what I mean? He could be a good slot receiver, but he's not a real X. He's not even a real Y. Like, it's just that's just what I'm saying. Like, it's only a very few of those, man. That's what makes Devontae Adams so special. Like him and those kind of guys. Those guys are real.
Man, those guys are only real because you've seen him produce.
Not Devontae Adams type potential. He don't have that.
You saying that. You kind of compare.
You're right. I'm not saying he's Devontae. He's not Devontae. I'll give you that. He's not.
But let's say this though.
Hit factor. He doesn't have that.
If Devontae Adams had been playing with Derek Carr his entire career, you think we'd be thinking the same thing about him?
Thank you. Production. That's what I'm saying. Production. And that's what City just saying.
I regard him as a real receiver 1 or
is Devontae Adams the best receiver in the league right now?
Yes.
Yeah, he was before this year.
You still think Devontae's the best in the league right now? So the production from this year doesn't matter.
Nah, I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill for this year.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Any common sense. That's what I'm saying. He's just trying to make a damn point.
If Jamar Chase is healthy, maybe, but yeah, or it's a tie for Tyreek Hill.
Anybody,
Jamar Chase,
if you had a draft,
Jefferson.
Come on, man. If you had
it's like a 3-way tie.
If you had a draft, they are not taking Devontae Adams right now over Tyreek Hill.
Over Tyreek and Jefferson.
Man, stop it. See, that's why you're damn.
Stop it. He's
stop.
If
they,
if,
oh my God.
What he can do is route running.
Who we talking about next, man? Here we go.
Let's
this nigga crazy.
Come on, man. Stop it.
We got the Niners and the Saints.
Yes, sir.
Niners 14 to the Saints.
Man, Niners beat Saints is trash. Let's just be honest. That was an easy win. Period. There's nothing to say.
Oh God, now it's easy. Now it's an easy win.
I will say 26, 7, 310. McCaffrey had 11 carries for 32. He also had 4 receptions. Kittle had 3 for 6. Andy Dalton went 18 for 29 for 204 yards, 4 carries for 21. Kamara had 7 carries for 13. Olave had 5 receptions for 62. Kamara had 6 receptions for 37.
Fumbles, 2 fumbles.
What?
Great.
Yeah, they're good.
We may kill team. Our defense is tough.
Yeah.
Our weapons, we have the weapons. We straight Jimmy G. But our offensive line, that was everybody been saying our offensive line is one of the top in the league. But that was a healthy Saints team. This ain't the Saints team that from 3 weeks ago. They had Davenport, they had everybody back on defense. So I mean,
Y'all had Andy Dalton as court. They had Andy Dalton.
What you mean, Andy Dalton? That Andy Dalton. Did you see who the Saints been beating? Andy Dalton's having a better year now than he did with the Cowboys. Right now.
That don't say much though. His bar was so
What
low.
it's about saying, but anyway, back to the Niners, man. The line is crazy.
Andy Dalton is good. You said what line is crazy?
Our line is crazy. Our D line is getting healthy. Eric will be back this week, so we'll be able to stop them 3rd and 1s. The city been saying all year, talk about them damn Broncos. I've been telling you all year the 49ers have the best defense. We were just hurt, and we still had a better defense than y'all. We got playmakers. We have playmakers, as you see. Kamara ain't fumbled in damn near his whole career like that. He fumbled twice on the goal line. We making plays, production. You feel me? Hufunga's doing his thing. Travaris Ward is the best DB in run support in the league. No missed tackles. When you want to talk about cornerbacks, best offseason pickup this season for the cornerbacks because JC hurt. So I guess we did good with getting him. So, but besides that, we're going as far as, Jimmy G. And he ain't throwing no picks. He doing his thing. But we ain't healthy at offense right now. Debo hurt. But Jawan Jennings, we got too many. I mean, we got weapons. It just come down to what Jimmy going to do. Yeah. And hopefully that top defense, that's what I'm saying. Everybody want to talk about defense, but I've seen this before. We was beating the damn Rams last year, and his fucking Tart couldn't grab a damn interception. We would have won that game. And they couldn't get a stop anyway, even with the Chiefs. But, I think this is the best Jimmy G has played in his whole career right now.
We'll see, because Kyle Shanahan tends to play his play call and be a little off sometimes where he don't run the ball.
Yeah, facts.
So we'll see. And then on top of that, y'all was done with Jimmy G. Now he back. I'm like, what happened to Trey? What about Trey Lance next year? So
he got hurt. Oh, Jimmy G's a rental.
Then what are y'all gonna do with Trey Lance?
Nigga, he's gone. If he wins the Super Bowl, he's gone. We know Jimmy's gone. Don't play. And you know it too. He getting that bag. It ain't like he just sitting there ain't getting no pay. He getting paid right. Every game he win like 400 racks.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, we'll see. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got the weapons. Y'all can go to the Super Bowl. There's nothing stopping y'all. The only thing is the coach and the Jimmy G. Y'all gonna have the right game plan, whoever y'all play, and we're gonna see.
Y'all regressing with Trey Lance.
Man, he's only been in this league 1 year. You don't give nobody no chance. Look. Hold on. Let me take up for my team right there. This is my point. I knew you was gonna say something like that because you don't even want to give Zach Wilson no time. The nigga ain't played 16 games in the NFL, bro. Man, Trey Lance by far is he's got to see the game. Man, Aaron Rodgers didn't start until 4 years into the league, if I'm not mistaken. He sat behind Brett Favre and came out. Trey Lance is a top 5 draft pick, and we're gonna treat him like that, man.
Right? My question to you, right?
Yes.
You start Trey Lance next year?
Exactly.
If Trey Lance, yes.
You just said he needs time.
About? No, he's tired.
Why not give him another year or two?
Why give him? Why? Look, I just answered your question. I answered your question. Now I'm asking you why? Because we've seen this road before. I'm not a Broncos fan, so I'm not just okay with throwing anybody back there. I want to see a Patrick Mahomes, a Justin Fields, a damn Lamar Jackson back there. You don't get that with Jimmy G. That nigga's just an executioner. That's okay with you, but not with us. He's a winner, but I want some dinner back there, man. Get up out of there. I want a star. You said that it factor. Trey Lance got that it factor. You know it. Stop. And we traded for a reason. If somebody else would have had Trey Lance, stop. Look, you done hurt my feelings. Stop it. And we played Trey. My nigga done broke his. You ain't losing your job to an injury, man. Come on, man.
Jimmy G.
That nigga broke his.
He right now.
Yeah, he's right now the backup. He was a backup quarterback. We're winning. That's what I'm saying. He got y'all really talking about Jimmy G like he's just this damn star. The nigga's a winner, but he was a backup quarterback, brother. Do not forget that.
That's all you need to be is a winner. He's a winner.
He is
with the right system. Around,
yes. The Super Bowls and everything.
But why did y'all give up on him so quick though?
What you mean give up? You seen him with his if you take away his first, we just talked about it. You take away his first and second read, he's done for. He's done for.
But his
now
record
he's
is
looking
like
good
30
right now.
and he's like 30-10 with
That's
y'all
what I'm
as
saying.
a starter.
But no, he's 42-16. But still, anyway, the guy, like I'm saying, if you see us winning with Jimmy G, what do you think he would do with Trey Lance? Y'all talk about Kyle Shanahan. You go about 4 weeks ago, I've been talking about Kyle Shanahan need to be on the burner too. Niggas need to hold him accountable because you got all these weapons. But what are you gonna do? And there's no reason you not running Jimmy G like a regular quarterback when you up by 10 points. The niggas start coaching different. He get out coached when we lost. That's what I feel like. He got out coached by Andy Reid. He got out coached by Sean McVay in the damn championship game. But everybody go back to Jimmy G. Nah, nigga, Trey Lance could do all that and then some. Nigga, and he 22. Nigga, no.
Well, I feel like Trey Lance got an upside, yeah, but you just said it yourself. 46 and 6.
42 and 6.
Hold on, let me tell you again.
What?
42-16 and ain't won a Super Bowl, but been there damn near twice. That's mediocre,
but
brother. I'm not a Broncos fan, brother. That's mediocre. Nigga, that's like telling this nigga Dak if he gonna win one playoff game this year, everybody's gonna be okay with that. No, we're not. You need to do something. Nigga, that's losing.
We gonna do it.
That's true. And you know what, man?
The thing about it is I hear your argument and I hear what you're saying, but 2 Super Bowls, 46
and 42-16. That's wild to give up.
What?
People say, why'd y'all give up so much to get Trey Lance so high?
What do you mean to give up? Obviously, that's what I'm saying. You guys are smart. Don't sit here and try to get me out of my L. You know damn well why. Obviously, they know he is who we thought he was. You've seen how everybody been dragging Jimmy G. I take up for him because he's my damn quarterback. But he is not a Patrick Mahomes. And if you don't have a chance, this ain't Madden, man. This ain't no one season. This is for the future. Nigga, we ain't had a quarterback since Steve Young. Nigga, Capo was good and then Harbaugh left. And nigga, he didn't get a chance. We ain't had nobody. Now Trey Lance is our best shot to get us another Steve Young or Joe Montana, bro. This is our new age. No, hell no. They ain't getting that with Jimmy G.
Prove nothing.
No.
I don't know. We don't know. He ain't proved nothing.
Yeah, so that's the best thing. That's like not having the credit. That's what I'm saying. You're not having good, sometimes bad credit. But he's there. He's there. You ain't trading 3 picks for that. Huh?
I said I like that point that you made about Trey Lance and Kyle Shanahan. Imagine what he could do with Trey Lance.
Man,
I think he can do great things with Trey Lance, but Trey Lance in 46-16, I doubt it.
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be tough.
So you doubt it? See, that's what I'm saying. If we sit,
you gotta develop at the same time.
Hey,
that's why.
And the only way you develop is playing.
Why not sit him like another year or two? Let him learn. Get real deep into that playbook. For just another year or two,
why? That's the thing, bro.
You know W's with him,
bro. He just said
49ers think they're going to the Super Bowl. They think they're this close, and they're not.
Listen, but y'all just sit here and talk about these Super Bowls. He just said a whole year, brother. Come on, man. Trey Lance needs a whole fucking 3 years to learn the playbook. This is real life. Yeah. Now he got a whole 2 years. The best thing for Trey Lance development was him getting hurt.
So I'm gonna make a point that he's been sitting back. Early. You said Aaron Rodgers sat behind Favre for 4 years.
Yes.
So why can't he that? You gotta.
Why? Brett Favre was winning. Brett Favre won.
Jimmy's winning.
Yeah,
nigga,
he did go to the NFC Championship. He went to the playoffs a lot. He did.
Look, hold on, but I'm answering your question. Jimmy G's injury prone, bro. You know that. That's where them draft picks come. But look, Trey Lance broke his ankle, so he's out the whole year. That's 2 full seasons of the playbook. Man, stop acting like he's stupid. The nigga is a graduate.
No,
he's smart. The nigga he don't need. He can read the playbook all you want, but unless he gets out and play,
nigga, another year won't be bad. That's all.
No.
All right. That was a good take. That was definitely go on a reel. PG, man. I see what you're talking about, and I hear y'all as well. And I think too, the thing is, man, Shanahan been there long enough. So
Thank you.
you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what happens.
We
I
only
do
had
wish.
Jimmy G. He had CJ Beathard. He had I don't even forgot niggas. I don't even know these niggas.
Hey, I like
Other
CJ
quarterbacks.
Beathard. He was cool
Man,
though.
he's down here in Iowa, right? I think he went to Iowa,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, these are the quarterbacks, man. That's what I'm saying. I bet you Bill Belichick wish he still had Jimmy G right now too. I understand that. I understand. I'm not saying Jimmy G's ass, but if I could put and give my guy that chance, which I am, nigga, that's what it is. That's what he's getting paid for, man. Hopefully we can see.
We're gonna knock out these last two games real quick. We're gonna try to keep it brief, and then I'm trying to get a message from y'all before we go. Green Bay 33 to the Eagles 40. Jalen Hurts went 16 for 28, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 17 carries for 157 yards. Again, over 300 all-purpose yards. Sanders had 12 carries, 21 for 143. Rodgers went 11 for 16, 140, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jones had 3 receptions for 56 yards and 1 TD. Eagles did what they were supposed to do against Green Bay. Green Bay came out fighting, put up a good fight. Somebody mentioned we got. I think Cameron, you said Jalen Hurts. Somebody you gonna put in an MVP race?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to, just because they're the first team to 10 wins. They've been having the best record. He's playing well. It's kind of crazy because if you follow Jalen Hurts, I remember him in Alabama. Tua took his spot. I didn't think you would ever hear about Hurts again. He went to Oklahoma, had a decent year. Didn't win the Heisman like Baker and Tyler did, but had a great year. Got drafted, so he's playing well right now. You can go Mahomes, you can go Jalen because of his record, but stat wise, if you don't count the running, usually look at quarterbacks with the passing. I mean, I know Lamar won it one year, but yeah, he's definitely doing his thing. And overall, it was just the Packers. They had a bad game plan. The way they had over 300 rushing yards. The Packers is just not that good. I know Watson is decent, a receiver for Aaron. Aaron got a bruised rib or cracked rib or whatever. I'm actually interested to see what Love looked like, because Love had a good drive. He got an arm. He kind of reminded me of more like a Kaepernick style player. So we'll see what happens with the whole Aaron Rodgers. But overall, I think it was just more about the Eagles just had the Packers defense had a terrible game plan. There should be no reason why Jalen ran that much like that. Like that dude. This dude's stats is crazier than Michael Vick's. That's crazy.
Yeah, he went off. I'm gonna ask you this too: are the Eagles a serious Super Bowl contender?
Yeah, they are. Just because of they had the best free agency, and AJ Brown was he was a godsend. So yeah, they are a contender. But we're gonna see Christmas Eve. So y'all tune in, get your popcorn ready, baby.
Go ahead, PG.
They're contenders to get. They're contenders to get punched in the mouth, man. They ran the ball on the Packers. I like Jalen. The offense is nice. The defense. They just lost Gardner Johnson. Hope he get fixed, man. They got a lacerated kidney. I know that shit hurt, but their defense. They signed all these guys. Their defense got to step back up. And I feel like what you was trying to say earlier about Lamar Jackson is what teams are going to do to Jalen. The Packers just gave too much respect to Brown and Devontae to me, so they're stupid. They're just playing too far off for the run. But Eagles, depending on who they play.
I got a rebuttal. That. They can't do what they do to Lamar to Jalen because he got weapons.
No, I mean,
like his team got weapons.
Yeah.
Like, he can throw it, and he actually can throw the ball. It's just like I was saying about the Eagles and why they are a serious contender or a Super Bowl contender, like I was saying, because they can win any kind of game. They can play that defensive game and win. They can play that shootout type of game and win. They can play those kind of games and come out with a W. They've shown it all year. And Jalen Hurts is showing that he's one of them guys, and he's going to be one of them guys for a long time. you know, as long as he got the weapons around him, right? Like as long as they got the AJ Brown trade was like godlike for them. Like it was the perfect. They needed an X receiver, you know, to go with Devontae Smith over there and them boys. They got a great tight end. Their defense is fucking spectacular, excuse me. But their defense is spectacular. They got a great defense. That Gardner Johnson, that loss is going to be real depending on how long he is, because he's already shown that he's one of the best safeties in the league right now. You know, especially with almost leading the league in interceptions. But yeah, the Eagles are a serious contender, and they just got a lot to fix, you know, with themselves. And Jordan Love, by the way, has been sitting out for years.
3-4 years, right? Yeah.
3 or 4 years. So, you know, that might just be a Packers thing where they sit him 3 or 4 years and they come out godlike.
Yep.
And but Jordan Love showed promise. You know, he shows some good promise, and their future is their future. They don't really need a quarterback because they already have one waiting.
Mm-hmm. What is it? The Packers only drafted 4 quarterbacks or 5 quarterbacks their whole franchise. Every quarterback stays for 20 plus years. That's crazy.
And they're all good, and they all win a Super Bowl.
Right?
A Super Bowl, though. A Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl. That's true.
That's what I said. That's why I said a Super Bowl. They all win at least.
You gonna get one.
You know what I'm saying? And with Jordan, they can win at least with one, you know, because he's gonna come in and he's gonna be ready. Yep. You know, he's been waiting. He's waited his turn patiently. So yeah, I see him making it. So yeah.
All right, then the last one to wrap it up: Steelers beat the Colts 24-17. And then Cam, I'm gonna ask you this, man. Kenny Pickett, right? Yeah. And they got what is it? Pickens, the receiver.
George Pickens.
Yeah. Pickens.
Are you banking on him in an organization? Is that your future right there?
For Pickett, hometown kid, what is he from Pittsburgh? Went to the University of Pittsburgh. I liked what I saw yesterday. He's good. Still needs some, you know, growth. You know, decision making that takes time. I mean, honestly, every time I look at the Steelers, I think of Roethlisberger. So I'm still getting used to the fact that that era is done. Like I didn't even know Mike Tomlin was bald headed now. So, so I'm like, it's really they're starting all over. They got T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward getting older, but he's still an impact. Of course, Minka's there, so they got the defense. It's just and I love the receivers. Pickens is good. What's the other receiver name? Deontay Johnson is good. So, and then Najee Harris is a monster. So
that boy got to stay on the field, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah. So I think Pickett is for the future. He's the hometown kid. I like his command. He was a Heisman runner-up last year in college. So, he played all 4 years. So I know sometimes they get skeptical when athletes stay in college all 4 years. They go, "Is that your ceiling?" I know they talk about that. Not to switch over NBA, but Kyle Kuzma kind of got that a little bit. But I think Pickett is good. We'll see what happens with Pickett. It's gonna come down to Pickett because I think Tomlin's a great coach. You know, shout out to African American coaches and all that, but. Like I said, man, they have the defense. I don't hope T.J. Watt don't waste his years, just like kind of like J.J. did with the Texans. But you know, we'll see. But yeah, it's gonna come down to the quarterback for the Steelers. That's all they need. They got everybody else in place, and you know, just keep on getting good linemen and stuff. But the Steeler franchise is they're like the Patriots. Their franchise is so organized that they'll never drop off. They'll just have Tomlin's first losing season. And like 17 years, so that just tell you how good they are. So,
well, like I've been saying about Kenny Pickett, I think he's gonna be real. He's gonna be nice. You know, him and George Pickens, that combination is starting to become real. You know, you got Johnson. They're gonna have some weapons. You know, they got Najee. You know, they probably a few more weapons away. You know, probably a little bit more defense. Mika getting older. Mm-hmm. You know, you got Cam. You know, Hayward getting a little older, but. You know, they'll be solid. In about another year or two, you give Kenny Pickett some time. You know, people ain't gonna want to play the Steelers. You know, they got T.J. Watt. Their defense is always gonna be nice. You know, at least decent. So yeah, You know, they're about a few years away. You know, they just gotta let Kenny grow and let him grow into what he can be, and stay patient with him, and they should be all right.
PG,
You know, it was all a great game. Good all around.
I agree. I like Pickett. I like Pickett and Pickens. Between Pickens and Johnson, I really they got rid of Claypool. I like Claypool, man. I still like him. We needed that speed, but he get another weapon. And Night G stay on the field, man. This whole year was supposed to be a run offense and him supposed to be like a game manager, but he ain't even been able to do that because of the injuries to the offensive line and running back. So, but he got his lickings in there. I like it. Unless they could get a Caleb Williams or something, you know what I mean? Unless they could get a Stroud or something, I would stay with Pickens. He'll be at the top half of the league, well, like top 15, I think, later on. He got the potential. He just come down and he got the coaching, the backing behind him with Tomlin. He's a proven winner. This is gonna be the first year that Tomlin has a losing record, I think. So, yeah,
damn,
I like him.
Cam, you got since you are our special guest today, man. I want to give you an opportunity to say something to the people, man, especially like to our inner city youth. I know you, you're a city dude. Graduated from college multiple times, man, and so I just want to give you the floor, man. See if you got anything, just a message for them.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, John, and City and Gibbs, man. I appreciate. I love talking sports. I love football. I love basketball. Everything, man. So it was an honor. This is actually what I studied when I went to college originally, was to be a sports newscaster. So, this was my calling in the beginning. But just to anybody, I'm big on education. Just find what you're good at. You don't have to be school. It could be a trade. Just find purpose in life. And it's all, and us as all Black men being family men and stuff like that, just as this world is what it is, right? We just need to hold our families that much stronger and just keep God first. And we're gonna get through this, and Black excellence, it means more than just that phrase, right? It's about being successful, about succeeding, and looking forward.
All right, and I appreciate that. And I also want to send my love to my people out in Banning. Again, my folks lost a loved one, so I just want to send my love, my prayers, and positive vibes to them. And I mean, honestly, anybody out there that has lost someone recently, man, I know in our environments, man, it can be tough. It could be a lot of violence or whatever the case is, natural causes, whatever it is. Just sending our love, man, to our people out there. Just sending love, comfort, and peace to all y'all, man. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. City, PG, you got something you want to say to the folks before we go?
I just want to say, rest in peace to my cousin DeAndre. You feel me? Good dude. Rest in peace to that, man. We in Bannon specifically, we've been a lot of deaths, multiple deaths happening. I just want to say, everybody keep their head up, man. Keep God first. Keep doing your family thing. Be great. Like Cam said, if it ain't education, find something you're good at. You feel me? Other than these streets, because ain't nothing good happening there. You know what I mean? We gotta stick together, and just take care of yourself, man. Understand, every action has a reaction. It's a consequence to everything you do. So, man, put your kids first. You feel me? Put your family first. Understand that. You know what I mean? And make sure you stay out of the way. So I just want to say, everybody keep their head up, especially in Bannon right now with as much loss as we've been having. Keep your head up, man. God bless. Appreciate you once again. Like and subscribe to the channel, man. It's been great. We did another one, Shout out to us.
PG, you got a message to folks?
Man, RP Cuzzo. That's facts. Man, it's the same message. All the time, man. You gotta rather fight the books, man. Like Cameron said, man, fight the books. Fight the video games. You know what I mean? Do something. It ain't like it used to be. But make sure you check on your loved ones, man.
Yeah,
That's gotta
that's
be the
support
phrase. Just fight the books, man. And call your people, man. Check on your people. That's it. Because
for
you
sure.
never know.
People, and I'm gonna say this too. I know, as black men, we struggle to be vulnerable, man. But find those people in your family that you value and that you respect. And if you're going through something, if you're dealing with something, man, just don't be afraid to call those people and vent your frustration. So make sure it's somebody that you trust, that you believe won't tell your business, man. When you're going through something, holla at those people. So we stronger together. The brotherhood is real. You see the brotherhood right here, right in front of you. You feel me? Iron sharpens iron. Surround yourself with good people, genuine love and respect. So I appreciate you, brothers. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we
All I
do.
said.
Appreciate you. Man. Ain't nothing
He's
but love.
good.
Man. Come again. Come again.
Married 18.
In the future as well, man. Y'all have a safe night. Y'all be blessed. Take care and send them over
You
to
don't want
Tony.
to.
And to my brothers on here, man, y'all can always bang my line, man. My number right there in our group chat. So if anybody need to holler at your boy, man, I'm always here for y'all for sure.
Sure. All right. Appreciate you, brothers, man. We out of here.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Appreciate y'all, man. We can't.